Good morning, Flock. Good morning. I just got a couple words I want to express. Um, don't mind a little bit of sweat. I just left the gym. I'm on my way to work now. It's early in the morning. It's like 5:07 a.m. Just got a couple things. Um, I got a couple thoughts over this weekend's preseason game against the Falcons. Congratulations on the win. I felt it was points left out on the field. Um, Wade kind of broke out. Dayton Wade. I seen Jabo putting in work on defense. The offense. As soon as I was about to give Cleveland some credit for being great backup center, he overshot Johnson. So I'm still trying to figure Cleveland. I got hope in Cleveland because I was big on them coming out of Georgia in college, but for some other reason it's just not clicking like it should. And he's a mountain of a man. Pause. Emory had a comeback game because that first game that was crazy. That was crazy. That was nasty work, that first game. Tylen Wallace showed flashes. I don't know why he don't get more opportunities. Malik Cunningham showed some flashes. He could do big things, if you get that wide receiver position down pat. I tend to be more optimistic, but I'm also a realist in certain aspects. But that line got to get it together. That line, because they're supposed to protect Lamar. And right now, I don't see consistency. And you at least like to see your second stringers put in, because not all those guys are second string that's on that line. And keep in mind, that's just before we talk about any big name receiver or veteran receiver, we need to get some O-line help, or none of that will matter. None of that will matter if you don't get O-line help. Also, coaching got to be in the right position. I know it's preseason, I know it's for Danella, but it shows something. But that backup quarterback situation is nasty right now. RG3 is available, call him. It looks like Tyrod's not doing the best. We'll bring him, not Tyrod, Tyler Huntley. But I will call RG right now. He's in between jobs. I will give him a call before he commit to another network. I will give him a call. We could use a veteran backup like him. We really could. The next thing, this is going to go out there to a lot of these Raven content creators. Why is it that it seems like it's a war between Raven content creators? Because no other fan base does this but us. Like, you could disagree. That's part of sports, debating and disagreeing, but we still should be able to disagree without trying to bash each other or belittle somebody because you disagree with what their take is. That's corny. That's weird behavior. Why do that? I know I'm in the dark. It's dark where I'm going at. It's working. Route 50. Anybody know about Route 50? Certain areas in Maryland it's dark. But anyway, why is it you get on certain content creators, you get on this show or you post a comment, they got something negative to say. But you just saying something that through your observations, what you see. And they can't accept it. I'm like, why? I don't want anybody to follow me if they don't have a difference of opinion. You can agree with me, sure, but I appreciate your honesty. If you don't, I can learn something. You can learn something from me. But they'll diss you if you have a opinion different than theirs. And it's a few of them. I'm a name drop in a second, but it doesn't. It's weird because they don't go on other people's podcasts. I find it funny that lunch break hot take. Yeah, I'm gonna name names because I don't care. Because if you want to meet me, you got something to disagree on, I will meet you. I am about that life. I am. I will meet you. Because what I say on here, I can tell you in your face. If you say something that doesn't go along with what they think, they'll dish you. That's corny. And especially the ones who got a lot to say about what Ravens doing, but they're Carolina Panthers fan. I'm talking about them type of guys. You know what I mean? Some of the guys who get emotional because you got a difference of opinion. They get emotional. But you don't see them on Bobby Tross's podcast. You don't see them on the Vault. But I bet you they got a dummy account and they looking. But they don't comment on their material. But they want everybody else to join their stuff. You don't see them. They like to use the heck out of engraving to try to get some of his views, but you're not on Bobby Tross's. So engraving, you hearing this, they using you, buddy. They're using you for your clout. But you'll never see them on them. If you got to say, go on everybody. We all supposed to be one community. One Ravens community. Why don't you go on their stuff? And I see some people, even on the liners, they peek their head in and don't say anything, but I know they watching. And they farming other people who's on this Raven space, but they're not as big. They try to get ideas so they can put on that platform, but they're not the original people with those ideas. I don't put effort into this at all. I use this just to vent and to share my experiences and to share my thoughts. I don't put anything in this. I have a regular job and side businesses and stuff. So I don't dedicate time to do this like a lot of people do. If I did, it'll be a big difference. A big difference. Because I kind of got my ear to the streets when it comes to this Raven stuff. I know people that you wouldn't think I know that have insider Raven issues, but I don't bring that up and I don't brag on that. Nor am I just going to be a YouTuber and have a meet and greet and charge people, and the average person don't even know who I am. Who are you paying for? That's like going to a club and paying $30 to see a local celebrity. Nobody's doing that. But you're not even a celebrity. You don't even pay $30 to go see Ja Rule at a local sports bar performing. And that's a washed up celebrity. So normal Joe Smo every day, I'm not doing that. So like all these people that's on these raving YouTube streets that's being either used or they're using other people. And that needs to stop. I don't see any other team community going against each other like this except for us. You know, you mad at people saying that they don't think wide receiver is as big as need as the O-line or players on the defense. They complain, well, the Ravens spend money on defense. These last acquisitions are hardly any money at all. And it's needed. You need depth on defense. Now, if they go sign some of these other players and stuff, Amari Cooper or go after this and that person, that's cool. I'm not going to complain about it, but ask you this question. You're going to take a touch away from Likely. You're going to take touches away from Zay and Bateman. Now, if you go get Amari Cooper, then what? You got to trade Bateman. You can't have Bateman and all those other guys because they got to share the ball with a running team. Henry got to get his touches. He got to at least get 12 to 16 touches a game. He got to get his touches. You don't saw a player like that and don't give him his touches. And 6 touches is not going to cut it. So touches and targets are the same thing as plays that you get that's dedicated to you. There are opportunities. So what? They're not going to do that when we already got the AFC's championship with who we already had. You got to put that on coaching to put everybody where they need to be successful. The right game plan, the right scheme, and the clock awareness. Yeah, you could blame execution, but would you execute it more if you did what got you to the AFC Championship instead of trying to be cute and going against what you was doing? That's why Harbaugh and McDonald got into a big argument after the game or halftime. Why you gonna do something that you haven't been doing? You just trying to play cute in front of Andy Reid, try to show up Andy Reid, and they talk you right out of your game. Kansas City knew they wasn't better than us. Chris Jones even said it. But Harbaugh, the coaching staff psyched their own self out. Like, it's those type of things. We don't really need a receiver. I'm not going to play that they get one, but that's not a big position at need because we got players that we need to learn how to develop. You need to learn how to stand on business with that. You learn how to develop through sticking with it. And we got a tendency, they ain't working out, we trade them, we go get all these people. You gonna go these old, decrepit type of receivers and stuff. You might as well just try to develop the young guys that you have, give them the opportunities. That's the only thing between a good wide receiver and a great wide receiver is opportunities and reps. That's it, pretty much. And right now we got the squad. And for real, we technically got 4 tight ends, maybe 5. Go ahead and move Likely to receiver. You talking about moving him all around the field? Just go ahead and move him to receiver. Then you got your number 2 receiver right then and there. Zay, Likely, Bateman. And for real, could be 1A, 1B. Then you got your number 2. Because Likely is bulking right now. Likely is going to show off this year. Likely will be a superstar this year. He's already building up this star now. He's going to show. And no, don't trade Mark Andrews. He deserves to stay there. He's a baller. He just need to come alive more in the bigger moments. But you'd be stupid to trade him for what? You got the third best tight end in football locked down. So trade him. Just take Likely. Likely is a high bid receiver tight end anyway. Just moving the receiver. You got it right then and there. That's your Anquan Bolden. That's your DK Metcalf right there. Not as fast as DK, you know what I'm saying, but he's a mismatch problem. He's a problem. He's the exact person we've been looking for. And you got him. You got a gift horse. You look them right in your face and you refuse. Because you could use Kohler as your second tight end. And then you had Kadir. Develop him. You got the tools. I could see receiver be a big need if we were just making the playoffs, like the number 2 seed. I mean, the number 3 or 4 seed or wild card. But we getting RP. We're the top seed. So that means that when you're the top seed, you're good enough to win it all with what you have. So that's what I'm saying. We're good enough to win with what we have. Then that's not really a need. We just need to work on the holes that we do have and that offensive line. Because even if you get a top flight receiver, you can't protect them. What's the use? But let me know what you think about that. Give a shout out the Horse Tours. Let me give a shout out to No Pen, No Pepper Sports. I haven't heard my man Hayes in a while. I gotta get up with him. Yeah, I'll give Yolanda shout outs to her. I see you doing big things. Shout outs to Tanya Bowman. Shout out to Bobby Trossett and Sarah. And shout outs to those. Yeah, I give respect to the ones who give to me. Shout out to all the other cats that I talk to on the regular, or check out my videos when I do decide to post. You know, let me know what you think and get back at me. I'm about to go in. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace.